Hello everyone, welcome to the 5G network slicing session with OSM. My name is Felipe Vicens and I will be your instructor during this session. On top of the image we have the EMBB service, that is for enhanced mobile broadband. The characteristic is that this slice requires high throughput. In the middle of a picture we have a second type of a slice, that is URLLC. This is a ultra reliable low latency communication slice that requires, as its name said, low latency. In the bottom of the picture we have the MIoT slice for massive Internet of Things that need particular radio parameter for device density. The ETSI NFV framework for network slicing has the following consideration. From one side, the network slice subnet can be considered as an NFV network slice. The goal of this session is to create the network slice template you have in the diagram and instantiate it. After that, we will create a second network slice template that shares the middle network service. The chart you have in the picture is composed of 3 network services. 2 named Slide Hackfest NSD and 1 named Slide Hackfest Middle NSD. All network services have a management connection point that we will connect to the management network of the bin to have access to the network service. And between Slide Hackfest NSD1 and Slide Hackfest NSD2, we have a virtual link for data 1, and between Slide Hackfest 2 and Slide Hackfest 3, we also have a virtual link for data 2. Let's move on to the implementation of the network slice template. In this slide, you have all resources you need to try out the network slicing feature of OSM. I will give you some minutes to download and prepare the resource for this session. You can find here the VNFDs, the NSDs, and the NSTs. Let's analyze the VNFD to be used by the Edge NSDs. This VNFD has one VNF with 2 network interfaces that are ETH0 for management and ETH1 for data. We will use the US 1604 image that is an Ubuntu 16, and we will give 1 virtual CPU, 1 GB of RAM, and 10 GB of disks. The middle VNF will have 3 interfaces: ETH0 for management, ETH1 data, and ETH2 for data 2. We will use the same Ubuntu 16 image as a Slide Hackfest VNFD, and also the same amount of resource that we were 1 virtual CPU, 1 GB of RAM, and 10 GB of disk. What about the NSDs? So we will have 2 NSDs, one for the Edge network service and one for the middle network service. The Edge network service is named Slide Hackfest NSD, and this is one VNFD with the Slide Hackfest VNFD, and has the virtual link for the management interface and 1 virtual link for data. In case of the middle NSD, it uses the Slide Hackfest middle VNFD with 3 virtual links for the data west, data east, and management. This is the final picture of the network slide template we have for this session. In this slide, we show the final NSD for the first slide we want to instantiate. As you can see here, we have 3 definition blocks. The first one is a general slide definition. The second one is a netslice subnet, and the third one is a netslice VLD. In the link you have in the bottom of the page, you can find the OSM information model for network slice template and can be used as a reference while you write a network slice template descriptor. So let's check each block one by one. In the general definition, we specify an ID for the network slice template. Also, we give a name to the network slice template, and we need to fill 2 fields more: the SNSSIE identifier and the quality of service. Both fields currently are used to identify the network slice type. This means that the slice that is deployed by OSM currently doesn't apply any configuration based on the given value. It is just a reference for the service you are deploying. In a slice service type, the accepted values are EMBB, that is Enhanced Mobile Broadband Slice, URLLC, Ultra Reliable Low Latency Communication Slice, and MMTC for Massive Machine Type Communication. The next required field in the network slice template is the netslice subnet. Our netslice subnet is a list of reference for the network service we want to include in our network slice. So to define our slice subnet, we need to give ID and the NSD ref. Additionally, you need to indicate if the network slice subnet is shared or not and provide a description. The field is shared NSS means that this slice subnet can be used by multiple instances of a network slice template, given the ability to share resources among different instantiations. We will see how it works in the hands-on session. The NSD res field comes from the network service descriptor ID. As you can see in the slide, we have 3 network slice subnets, and 2 of them have a reference of the slice Hackfest NSD, that is the ID of the network service. The last field you need to create the network slice is the netslice VLD. This is a list of connections among the network slice subnets and is used to create the network service composition. As you can see in the picture, we need to provide an ID of the VLD, name, specify the VLD is part of a management network in the field management network, set as true or false, and a list of network slice subnet connection points. To create the network slice subnet connection point reference, we need some information from the network service descriptor. The information we need is per network service. What is the connection point we will use to make the links? In the picture, you can see that the NSD slice Hackfest NS have a connection point NSD CP MGMT. This NSD CP MGMT is the CP we are going to use to link. So in NSS ref, we set the connection point we want to use from the NSD, that in this example is NSD CP MGMT. Before upload the netslice template, we need all BNF and NSDs that the template will use already uploaded to OSM. The list of commands you have in the slide will help you to achieve this process. We are going to show how to do it. We have a server with all files needed already downloaded from the FTP. So if we check here, we can see the complete list of resource. The first command that we are going to use is the BNFD list. So in the BNFD list, we can see that the package is not uploaded yet to the OSM. So the first things that we are going to do is to create the BNFD and upload the package to the OSM. So with this command OSM BNFD create a slice Hackfest BNFD, there you see we upload the first package to the OSM. So after that, we're going to upload the second package of BNFD and check if the package is already deployed. So we OSM BNFD list, then we know that now that both packages are already uploaded. So also we can see the details about the package with the command BNFD show a slice Hackfest BNFD. So we can check all the details of the package, BNFD package. And it's the same for the middle BNF. Okay, so we can ensure that both packages are ready. After that, we will need to check the NSDs. So OSM NSD list show that the catalog is empty. We are going to upload the NSDs. The first one is the slide Hackfest NS start ETSI, and the second one is the one with the middle NS. So if we check again if both are uploaded with OSM NSD list, then it appears both already uploaded. So also in this case it's the same as the VNFDs. We can use the command OSM NSD show to see the details of the slide Hackfest NSD. Same case for the middle NS. Perfect. Now we are going to list the network slice templates. So currently there is no netslice template in the OSM. We're going to upload our first network slice template with the command nst create. So OSM nst create slide Hackfest nst jam. Then the first slide Hackfest nst is already uploaded. So we can also list if it is there and show the details of the slide Hackfest NST. So the next thing that we need to do is to create the network slice instance. As you can see in the slide, we have a command to create the network slice instance that is OSM NSI create. So let's have a look to the help of the command and then use it to create a network slice template. NSI create -- help, and we get a help of the NSI create command, and then let's try to copy the command for the instantiation of the slides. So we are going to create a network slice instance with the name my first slice, using the network slice template that slides Hackfest NST. With the Vin account, let's replace it for the Vin account name, that is if we go here to Vin accounts in our OSM, it's OpenStack ETSI. So let's put here OpenStack ETSI, and then we can say that the slice VLD management, we will set the Vin network name to allocate that network in the external network of the beam. So if we check the OpenStack, then we will see that OSM Ext is the Vin network name of the external net of the beam. So let's put here OSM Ext and see what. Okay, the network slice instance was created, and now we're going to check from the OSM portal the progress. If we go here to the network slice instance, and we have 3 VNF, three network services creating. It's missing This one is missing one VM, but the networks are already created, and the other ones just are being instantiated. So let's wait a little bit for the instantiation of the VMs. The first one is already done. We are waiting for the other two BNFs. So now we have 3 BNF already, 3 network services already deployed. And if we check here, netslice instance, it's operational status running and config status configured. So let's check now the topology that it was created by the deployment of the network slice. So if we see here, the management interface is allocated in the OSM Ext, that is management, the external network of the OpenStack. And we have one BNF connected to data 1, the middle BNF connected to data 1 and data 2, and the third BNF connected to data 2. So this is the network slice that we created from the template. So now we have a set of commands that we can use it to list the network slice instance and to delete the network slice instance. So if we do the OSM NSI list, we can check that the first line was instantiated and the operational status running and config status configured as we see in the portal of OSM. Also, you have here another commands to operate the network slice templates and also the network slice instance. This list is just to review it and use it when you need it. Okay. So what else we can do with the network slicing? We can create shared network slice with adding a new network slice template that reuse the middle network slice subnet. So we're going to create a new network slice template that include the network slice subnet. We use it in the previous network slice template, and we will add an additional network slice subnet that is going to use a network service descriptor slice Hackfest NSD. So this new network slice template is going to be connected through the management interface. This is the new network slice template 2. As you can see in the slide, two network slice subnets. One is shared, and the second one is the shared is false. And they have two netslice VLD, one for management and one for data. Let's try now to create the network slice template in the OSM using the user interface. So if we go to the netslice templates, then it will appear the list of network slice templates This is the netslice template list. If we drag and drop the slide Hackfest NSD here, then it will be uploaded to the light UE of the OSM, and currently the status is not in use. As you can see here, the slide Hackfest NSD uses status is in use. So okay, next is the use the light UE to instantiate the network slice template. If we click in the button in the action to instantiate, then we will need to fill the fields to create the network slice instance. So if we click here the action, let's name this share NSI and description shared network slice instance. The NST that we're going to use is the Hackfest 2 NST, and we'll select the OpenStack ETSI. So for the config part, we're going to allocate the management interface of the OpenStack to the slide VLD management. We will need to write this in YAM format, where we put netslice VLD, name slice VLD management, and vnetwork name as next. After that, we click on create, and the network slice instances start creating. In the meantime, let's analyze what will happen. So we have the network slice instance 1 with 3 network slice nets, and since the slide Hackfest middle is shared, when we instantiate the second network slice instance, then what did happen is it will reuse the middle NSD, and then it will create only one network slice net instance, that is the slide Hackfest NSD. So let's check what is happening. So now the share NSI is already done, created. If we go to network service instances, then we have 4 network services already instantiated, 3 for my first slide and 1 for share NSI. Also the VNF, we have 4 VNF already instantiated. If we check in the OpenStack, a new VNF is already instantiated, and it is connected to data2. That was the network slice template definition. So I have a question for you. What do you think that happen if I delete the first network slice instance that we created at the beginning? So let's find out the answer. So let's click here in my first slice, the action to delete, and if the functionality is working, then the expected result is that since the middle BNF, the middle NSS is shared with the slide Hackfest NSD netslice.net, we are deleting NSI1, then these 2 network slice.net will disappear, and this should be kept. Okay. So the result of delete in NSI1 is that the middle NSD is shared with NSI2, and the network slice.net is is not deleted, and NSD Hackfest NSD also is there because it belongs to NSI too. Okay, no, the networks created for the middle NSD still remain there here, and the connections from the middle Hackfest and the slide Hackfest NSD are not being affected. So let's check what was the result in OpenStack. So we can see here the expected result. The middle BNF is connected between OSM external network, BLT data 1, BLT data 2, and the netslice subnet with the slide NSD Hackfest NSD is connected to BLT data 2. So if we delete the last slide, then we can see that everything is deleted from the OpenStack. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.